Hey everybody, it's Carol with Refunction Crafts, and today I'm going to bring you a video on this wonderful cigar case or cigar box that I got from my friend Gail. She sent me a whole bunch of cigar boxes. I got 3 or 4 of them, oh, more than that, 5 or 6 of them, I think. And I really love doing these. My other friend Rhonda had sent me a couple of them, and I did those recently, and they turned out so beautifully. I showed you guys those cigar boxes in a different video, but Gail goes to some of her local stores that sell cigars, and she asks them for the old boxes, and they give them to her. So that's something you all need to think about. Maybe you can go to like some of the liquor stores and places like that and see if they're willing to give you cigar boxes, because these are made, this has got like almost like a paper outer layer, but the insides, I'm going to put a little glue right here because this little piece sort of peeled back a little bit and I don't want that. It's going to be covered up and glued down anyway when I put my trim on, but I just want to make sure it's pressed down. Anyway, so it's got like a paper outer layer, but the inside is actually wood. I think these are just the coolest things. So what I did with this is I actually painted it. I spray painted it with the stickers on it. So you can see right here. And then what I did, I sanded it to kind of shabby it up a little bit, but I wanted to make these stickers kind of show up a little bit on the box. So that's kind of what I did here. And I think this is going to turn out really pretty. So before I get started though, I received this beautiful note from one of my subscribers. She also does some shopping in my Etsy store. And she sent me this really sweet note. Your kind heart makes mine happy. And I just loved it. And I'm going to be keeping this. This is from Deanna Grooms. And she's just the sweetest, kindest lady. And I love her to death. And I want to say thank you, Deanna, for sending this to me. It kind of made my day. I'm also going to read another quote that I pulled off of Pinterest. And you guys know I'm trying to do this in all my videos right now. I think it's uplifting and it's a good way to start off your day to read a nice quote that brings thought, makes us kind of think about where we're at and what we're doing in life. And I'm trying, very hard to realize that, there are a lot of people, even when I'm down and out or things aren't going so great, there's a lot of people that are in a lot worse shape than I'm in, and I need to try and remember that every single day of my life. And I pray for those people, and I hope you guys do too. But this quote that I'm going to read today, I thought was really, really nice. It says, bring love wherever you go, shine light wherever it's dark, leave blessings wherever you've been, be kind wherever you are. And this quote is written by Mary Davis. And I just thought it was really sweet, and something that I try and remember every single day of my life is to be kind to people no matter what. I can cross paths with somebody who is in a store, who gives me that, walks by and gives me that evil eye. I will still say hello and smile at them. I don't care, because we honestly never do know what someone is going through in their life that makes them feel that way. And so sometimes when I do that, that person will literally smile back at me and say, thank you. You just made my day. I was having a bad day. Doesn't happen often, but even if it doesn't happen that way, I feel like that has to leave a positive impression on their mind when they walk out of that store and they say, that lady was really nice. And that was something that came from the heart. So I also do random acts of kindness. I carry some of Jeff's beautiful keychains around with me in my purse. And I'm one of those, when I see someone do a nice deed for someone else, like letting them go in front of them in the line, or, you know, helping them walk into a store or up a curb, I will literally go up to that person and I will hand them one of those keychains and say, this is, you know, just a random thing. I carry these around and I really thought it was very kind what you just did, and I will give them one of those keychains. And, you know, I've had really good responses from that, and people just look at you like, wow, nobody's ever done anything like that before. And I think if more of us did that, I think the world would be a better place, and people would realize that there are good people out there, and they should be acknowledged for that. And so that's my way of acknowledging them and paying it forward for all the kindness that people have shown me. So that's my rant for the beginning of my video today. I just finished doing the September giveaway video, so that winner has been selected, and that video will already be out by the time you see this one, so you guys are going to know who that winner is. But anyway, Deanna, I'm gonna keep this near and dear to me in my craft room. It's gonna sit right in front of me. In fact, I'm right now taping it to my camera tripod so that I'm looking at it all the time. So thank you, Deanna. I appreciate that very, very much. You know that. I wanted to share with you guys too these cards. I got these from my friend Sherry, who sends me happy mail quite often, and she had sent me some goodies recently, and these prayer cards were in there, and it's promises from God for women. And it says a box of blessings, and then on the back it says 101 blessings to brighten your day and uplift your soul. I think these are awesome. It's in a little box, like a playing card box. The box is gorgeous. And I love these because what I've been doing is pulling one out every day and reading it, and just kind of trying to make sure that that I'm living by some of these things that I'm reading. So I'll read one of these to you real quick, and then we'll go on to our project. On one side it says, God gives wisdom, knowledge, and happiness. And look at how beautiful that is. Each card is just lovely. The back side says, when we do the best we can, we never know what miracle is wrought in our life or in the life of another. And that is from Helen Keller. And I just think these are awesome. And I believe that you can get these on Amazon. But I just thought, what a wonderful thing that was for her to send to me. She's one of those very kind people that I have made good friends with, and I appreciate her so much. She is a good, godly woman, and she's been instrumental in my life, along with some other women that I've met through my YouTube channel that have really provided me with a lot of wisdom and faith and all of those other great things that, you know, keep me going every day. So thank you, Sherry. I appreciate those prayer cards very much. I look at them every single day, and I appreciate you more than you will probably ever know. So thank you, thank you, thank you, Sherry. Now I'm going to go ahead and start on my box here. So here's our box, painted and shabbied out a little bit. It's not overly shabbied, but I wanted to get the edges, you know, because it's got kind of dark edges. The middle portions are light, so I didn't bother to mess with that. But it's got its nice shabby edges, and I love that. So this is not going to be a real long project because I'm actually going to use, this is a applique that I recently made, and I made it with some crushed velvet roses that I hand rolled. I got this crushed velvet from my friend Debbie over at Kiki's Sale. She doesn't sell the velvet in her shop, so you can't get this in her shop. But I did make the roses, and I love how they turned out in this. And this applique I feel is very elegant and fitting for this box because it just, I accidentally laid it on top of this box when I think I was taking pictures or something. Anyway, I laid it on top of this box and I went, oh my goodness, that looks really pretty there. I was originally going to sell this applique and I decided not to. I decided to use it in this project instead. Got a little piece of glue right here on this little top portion, so I'm going to snip that off. There. So anyway, yeah, isn't that just beautiful on there? So that's what we're going to work with, but I think what I'm going to do before I put the applique on top, I'm going to start working on the sides. And well, you know what, I want to set this on here because I want to see what's going to look best with this. These are some trims that I got from my friend Gail, who sent me another great Happy Mail package and some of these beautiful trims. And this was kind of the last piece that I pulled out of there, and I went, oh my goodness, look at that. It matches this perfectly. Look at this trim, you guys. Oh my goodness, I wish I had 10 yards of this. But then you guys would get sick of it because I'd be using it and everything. So, and it fits all the way around the box. And so I've got the choice of that one. And then there's this. I do like green these days. Look at how beautiful this is. It's got velvet in the center, and then it's just the ruffly organza on the edges, and it's stretchy. But I thought, you know, that's really pretty as well. And it adds a different, kind of a different color to it. Then I've got this bit. How gorgeous is that? It's just got pearls going across the front. And again, it's got the almost like tulle coming out at the top, and then it's a ribbon on the bottom. But that is also extremely pretty, and it wraps around the whole box. So there's that. And then I thought there's also some just some very pretty laces that she sent me. And I could go with this, but this just really doesn't scream, you know, put me on this box. Then there's this one, and I really kind of like this because it's got the dangles on it. And I thought this was really, really nice. It's, I'm sure, a very expensive trim. And I did kind of wrap it around the edge of this, and it really does look pretty. But I had pulled this one before I actually pulled this one, and I guess my problem is I just fell madly in love with this trim, and I feel like I really need to use it on this box. But I've got these wonderful, wonderful other trims that I get to use on other boxes and things. And then I've got just this kind of little flower trim, but I'm not going to be using that. I kind of knew when I pulled that one I wasn't going to use it, but I pulled it anyways because sometimes you put something on and you realize, hey, you know what? Maybe I do want to use that. Even though initially maybe you thought it wasn't, you know, the right piece. I could go with a couple of these trims and do something like that that would also be very pretty. And actually, this little lace here might be pretty to do something like that with. If I put this, if I could get them separated here. Oh, and that looks actually really lovely. Look at that. So it just adds that other layer that kind of really works well. You know what? I think we're going to use both of these laces here. This is going to be, you know, one of my nicer boxes, my higher end boxes, so I want to make sure that I do it right. I'm not going to skimp. I was also thinking I might put a couple of little bits of this rhinestone trim. You guys have seen this before. These are the rhinestone sticker trims that I bought at my little store. I was able to find some more of these, and so I bought them. So just so that you guys know, I know you guys really loved them, and they went really, really fast when I put them in my store the first time I got them. So this time I bought everything they had, which was not very many. It was like 5 of them. I kept a couple for myself, and there are 3 in my store right now. So there's 3 packages of these that I just listed, so you guys will be able to get these if you want them, but you better get there quick if you do want them, because they will go super fast, I think. They're just gorgeous. Let me pull them out of this package. And I used these on another video that I just did on some giant clothespins that I made, and they just looked amazing on it. So you guys can check for that video as well. I will be posting it. I don't know if it'll come out before or after this one, but look at how pretty those are. I just love them. I use them on a lot of my glass items, and so I just love the way that they come out. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started on trimming this out. I think I'm gonna first put, I want to see, do I want to put this on top of here like that, or up just a little? I think I will leave a little space and put this just a little bit higher so that we get some of the upper part of this other trim showing, because it's also very pretty. It's got a pretty detail on it right here. So I'm going to start in the back here, and we'll start. Oops, we're going to start with this one. Sorry, you guys. Let me get my little detail scissors here. I've got a couple of bits that I need to cut off of here. I'm not going to cut it all off. I'm going to start gluing it down, and then I'll overlap it at the end. So here we go. I'm going to stand up and do this so that you guys can see what I'm doing here. And again, I'm leaving some space at the top to put that other trim above it. There's the front side. Trying to get this on there straight. Sometimes that's not so easy. I just had a really panicky moment. I thought, oh my goodness, did I put this on the right way? But I did. Whew. And I'm going to save this last piece that I cut off here, because, you know, you can always find a use for little teeny pieces, as my friend Gail would say. Don't throw those away. They're useful. And she's right, because that little piece right there could be the difference between a wonderful project and a mediocre project. So always keep your little bits and pieces that you take off of stuff like this, because they are super useful. And I'm just going to put a dab of glue under there to kind of hold down these strings that I might have cut on. There. Okay, so we've got that on. We've got it all the way around the box. And I think I got it even. Oh, I didn't glue it right here. I put glue on the end of it and didn't put it across the front there. Okay. Or the back, I should say. All right, so there's that. Now we're going to take this beautiful lace here, And we're going to put it over the top of that. And I need to make sure I get it going the right direction. And that would be this way. And I'm going to go along the top with this. You know what? I got to do that again. I didn't go up high enough on this back side. I was thinking I needed to stay underneath this rim, but I don't. And I want it to go up to the top. Okay. So let's just get this going all the way around. Now in the front, I am going to have to come down just a tad because we don't want the lid to be stuck. So I got to figure out exactly where I need to glue this down right there. I could cut it and glue it on this front piece, but I don't think I want to do that. I think I'm just going to bring it down and then I'll just bring it back up on the side. I think that'll work just fine. Look at how pretty that looks. And we have our last edge here. Whoops, I'm sorry you guys. Didn't mean to shake you up. There. Now I'm going to cut this so that it kind of goes around the corner a little bit here to the back. And then we'll glue that little piece down. Just like that. Okay. Okay, I'm very excited about how that looks, you guys. It really is very, very pretty. And look at how it just goes with this so well. I'm just floored at that. I can't believe my luck. Okay, and then I think I'm going to use this little silky rose bow on the front of this. Gail also sent me that. And then, let's see, do we want to put... So we're going to put this sort of down the middle, and I thought maybe having some of this on the sides would look nice. But then again, the thing is that kind of takes away from the shabby. Well, it does and it doesn't. It really doesn't, because you can still see all the shabby edges. I don't think I'm going to use that, though. I think I'm going to listen to my gut and not use that on there. I want to look at this, though. I want to see if I want to add... I'm just wondering what it would look like with that sort of on the top. It actually looks quite pretty. If it was coming down on both edges and maybe across the front here. I need to actually go around this and see. This is not going to be easy. I have short little fingers. We're just going to go along those two edges there and see what it looks like. Nope, I don't think that works. Okay, that's all right. I think we're just going to really go with this, and we'll put this on the front here. And I did take a couple of extra little bits and pieces out that I wanted to check to see if maybe they should go in here or not. I've got this beautiful rhinestone piece that I got from Gail as well, and it really is just so pretty. And I thought that might look pretty just kind of coming out sort of at the top there. But then again, it kind of, I think it takes it too far over the top. So and this I want to make sure I put it in something that is special and where it's going to be the main feature. So I think for now, we're just going to leave this the way it is. Maybe adding a couple of little extra touches, but not much. That looks kind of pretty in there. Just a little piece of purple doily that was a cutoff that Gail sent me. She sent me some snippets, and actually I pulled these snippets out of something else, I think, because I thought it would be pretty in this. And it actually is quite pretty there. So I'm going to add that there. I've got a purple rhinestone piece back behind this that kind of really goes nicely with. So I think that's about what we're going to do with this. So now I've just got to get a whole bunch of glue. And this doily had been used on something else, so you guys, it's already got some glue on the bottom of it, but you and I both know that's okay. We can reuse these if we pull them off of something else. I just need to make sure I get this laid on the top right. And then I'll just add a little bit of glue here and there. But I'm not putting any glue at these ends where it's got the mesh under there, because I don't want the glue to start oozing up in that area. Just putting little dots here and there. There we go. And then we're going to put this little bow piece. I'm going to try and fluff it up a little bit. Maybe it's meant to be a little bit shabby, so whoops, I need to go this direction. So we're going to put that right there in the middle. Okay. And again, I know I'm using something that was already made. I did not make this applique on camera, but if you go to my last applique video, actually the last couple of applique videos that I did, I made some very similar to this that came out absolutely stunning, and it'll show you how I do these. I like to make my appliques where they're longer and you know, that they're not just round. I do make some that are more round, but I do enjoy a shape that kind of drapes so that I can use them on a long narrow box like this and have them look really, really stunning on the box. So that's just something I like to do. It's my preference, but look at how beautiful that looks. And it's kind of sparkly because it's got so many. I put a rhinestone piece in here and back in here, and then there's little sequins. These are actually little rhinestones, I should say, in this applique that I used bits from. And then it's just got a doily on the bottom, my velvet roses, and then I made this little rose, or this little flower, out of organza ribbon. And I laid it on top of one of those little shabby roses that you get, like the ribbon that has the shabby roses on the top. I took one of those, and I had gotten this in my Happy Mail from Gail, and then I made this rose and I glued it on the top of that one, and it really turned out to be a very nice little flower. So I really like it. So I'm going to be making some more of those to use in my appliques and things, because it really came out nice. So anyway, you guys, really, I think I don't need to put anything else on this box. I think it's beautiful exactly the way it is. If I were to add anything, probably the only thing I would do would be to maybe add a little bit of something around the bottom. But if I do that, then I'm taking away some of this shabbiness, and I've already taken away some by putting the other embellishments on there, and I don't want to take any more of that away because I really think the little shabby bits really make this look nice. I'm wondering, the one thing I am wondering is if I should maybe see if I've got one of my little cards here that might be pretty to put on the top. And this one says appreciation, and that would be pretty on there. We've got the little friend sign. That would be pretty on there. I love my inspirational stuff, you guys. I know sometimes I can probably go a little crazy with this stuff, but I really, really do like them. And here's a little special tribute one. If it was used as maybe a memorial box, that would be awesome in there. Look at how pretty that looks on there. And it matches the colors really, really well. But if I'm putting this in my store, I'm sort of limiting who I can sell this to. So I can't afford to do that either. But that really is nice. And I could say here on video, if you're one of the people who shops in my store and you want to purchase this box once I get it in there, if you message me when you make the purchase and let me know that you'd like the special tribute card put on the top of the box, I would put it probably right here. I will be happy to add that to it for you at no additional charge. So that would just be something that I can add after the fact. I'm always willing to make little changes and touches for you if it's something that I know, you know, that one of my subscribers wants. This special one is really nice too. And that, of course, could go to anybody, but I don't know. People might not like that color. I like it, but other people may not. So anyway, so that's what I've got. I'm going to put this little card, just in case somebody does want it, inside the box. And maybe I'll just leave it in there. And if they, you know, if they get the box, they'll get that little tribute card with it. So anyway, you guys, that's it for this project today. I hope you guys really liked it as much as I liked doing it. Thank you so much for watching, and if you're not a current subscriber, I hope you will consider subscribing to my channel. I've got a lot more videos in my brain that I'm planning on doing, and they're just lined up, stacked up like dominoes. So if you'd consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell, and I guess you have to go in there and you have to customize it so that you get notified when I do future videos. You can get those notifications and see all the great things that I'm coming up with here in the near future. So anyway, y'all have a really, really blessed day. I'll put pictures at the back end so that you can look at the pictures, the still photos. And just be blessed. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much. God bless. Bye-bye.